Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Romario Webster here. Arsenal have picked up the 3 points yet again against Bournemouth. Another win on our way to going for the Premier League title. Before we get into today's reaction, leave me a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you know when I drop a video. But let's get to it, man. Arsenal 3, Bournemouth 2, away at Bournemouth. Not always an easy place to go. Last season, we lost both games to Bournemouth, home and away. So I think it was important we got the win over them today, and it was great. I mean, there's only one place to start. There's obviously a lot of things that happened during the game, but for me, the thing that stood out the most was Declan Rice. I mean, 2 goals, match-winning performance. He was class. He was quality. And the thing with Declan Rice, is, a lot of people have been comparing him to midfielders like Caicedo, Rodri. But at the minute, for me, without a doubt, this is the best midfielder in the league. Without a doubt. Just for all round, what you get from him defensively, going forward, in the transition. Every time the opposition get a chance to break, Declan Rice is there to stamp out the danger. He's class. What a signing. £105 million. David Moyes joked before we played West Ham that he thought it was a bargain. Well, you know what, Dave? It was a bargain. It was a bargain because he's just ridiculous. And if this man, I'm just watching the highlights there, if this man leaves Arsenal without a Premier League and the Champions League, it's a travesty. We owe this man major trophies. He chose to join Arsenal. He could have gone Man City, where he's almost guaranteed trophies for Man City just based off their record in the last 10, 15 years. But he chose to join Mikel Arteta at Arsenal, chose to be a part of the project, and you've got to respect that. And for me, Declan Rice is key to this project. Without Declan Rice, I don't think we're truly in the conversation to be winning major trophies. He's that important. Alongside the likes of Gabriel, Saka, Odegaard, he's one of our most important players. For me, he's really part of that core leadership group where, you sort of want to see him in the lineup every week. If Rice got injured and was out for a month or two, by the time he comes back, it's not a question of if he plays, it's a question of when is he back in the starting lineup. So Declan Rice, for me, definitely the best midfielder in the league currently. In terms of the world, he's right up there. You got the likes, of course, of Vitinha, Barella, Valverde, Bellingham. There's loads. Pedri at Barcelona, but Declan Rice is up there. He's not as flary as these players, maybe bar Bellingham and Valverde. He's not as technical, but he's all action. He's classic midfield. He does a job everywhere on the pitch. Yeah, Declan Rice, what a player. Another player at their best, Martin Odegaard. What a performance from him today. Pulling the strings. He set Declan Rice up for his first goal, and for the second Declan Rice goal, he plays in Saka behind the defence. Saka cuts it back. Declan Rice, very similar goal, just fires it, passes it into the back of the net. Martin Odegaard, I said in my last reaction that I don't think he's at his true best, and this is sort of what I meant. I wanted to see him play like that for 2-3 games in a row, and he's done that now. Brighton, Villa, and Bournemouth. These last 3 games, Martin Odegaard has been exceptional, and it's truly captain performance from Odegaard for me. It's the way he makes us tick and attack, and that's sort of why I think a lot of Arsenal fans want him to be closer to the goal, not near the defence picking the ball up. Get near the opposition's goal, cause danger, wreak havoc, and that's what he does. Martin Odegaard, when he's at his best, is one of the best midfielders in the league, one of the best attacking midfielders in the league, and he impressed me tonight. And he was key to us getting the win as well. One interesting thing about this game is Mikel Arteta started Madueke at right wing and Martinelli at left wing. Gyökeres started up front. So Trossard and Saka are on the bench, but they started our last 2 or 3 Premier League games, I believe. So he's starting to rotate the squad a little bit. Declan Rice, obviously, back in, was out against Villa midweek. And then you've obviously got Nketiah starting at left back with Calafiori injured, Lewis Skelly on the bench. So the options are there. And one thing I wanted to praise Mikel Arteta for doing was his time in the subs. I think he made his substitutions at the perfect point. He took Gyökeres, Madueke and Martinelli off for Jesus, Saka and Trossard. And after that, we score our second goal pretty quick. And I think the reason those substitutions were so good and made at the right time is because he's given Bournemouth something else to think about. It's 2-1 in the game. Bournemouth are thinking they can maybe get an equaliser. They're at home. They're going to fancy themselves. But we didn't kill the game, but we made it hard for Bournemouth to get anything out of it. Saka comes on, gets the assist for Rice. Game, set, match. Very good. So sometimes I've criticised Arteta for not using his substitutions properly. So when he does use them properly, you have to praise him, and he did today. Pardon me. 2 free goals that we conceded. We've got to talk about the goals we conceded. Gabriel. Now, when Gabriel first joined the club, he had that. People were saying he had a bozo gene. That's what Gabriel used to get accused of having. That was the sort of criticism that used to get thrown at him. He's a bozo. He does something stupid that he shouldn't be doing, and that sort of came back today. All right, and I love Gabriel. For me, once he gets a major trophy in his bag, he'll go down right up there with the greats. At Arsenal and maybe in Premier League history. His goal scoring record, crazy. He scored the equaliser today. So, but his mistake today, he just blindly passed it across goal, goes to Evan Nilsson, and he punishes us. But the thing that makes Gabriel is he doesn't lay down. He doesn't shirk it. He doesn't go within himself and make himself feel sorry for himself. He gets up, he leads, and he goes and gets the equaliser. And that's why you got to love Gabriel. That's his 20th Premier League goal for Arsenal in the Premier League alone. 20. I mean, 20 goals for a centre-back in their career is good. But for one club, you got to respect it. Big up Gabriel. Keep your head up, son. But the second goal that Bournemouth scored. Now, I'm going to put a little link in the top right. I'd done a Wonder Kids preview before the start of the season, and Eli Junior Krupi was one of the players that I had as one to watch because for Lorient in Ligue 2 over in France, he was exceptional last season. Got them promoted. It is the second division of France, but I think he scored like 28 or 29 goals, something ridiculous, and loads of assists as well. And that was at the age of 17, 18. I think he's 19 now. And the goal he scored against us today is ridiculous. Old school, gets the ball, fancies it, hits it, it stays true, moves a little bit in the air and in the net. Very individual, brilliant. That's what we want. That's what we want from football players. A bit of individualism. Show what you've got. Don't just pass it and pass it and pass it. Show us what you can do. And Krupi showed us, sadly, today. 3-2. I just wanted to shout out Junior Krupi. He's done really well in the Premier League. Let me just check how many goals he's got this season in the league. That's his 6th goal. 6 goals and 6 starts. I mean, a goal for every start. He didn't start today. He came off the bench for Evan Nilsson. No, for Alex Scott, sorry. But he gets his goal. So big up Krupi Jr. I just had to mention him. I said he was one to watch. Got to watch him. But let's talk about what this result means. It's another win. It's another victory. What does that mean? Okay, Aston Villa beat Forest earlier today, 3-1. Very good performance from Villa, to be fair. So the gap's the same, 6 points. Man City play Chelsea tomorrow. Managerless Chelsea. Enzo Maresca's gone. I think he sort of basically gave them an ultimatum, and the board didn't want to meet it, which means he got sacked. But I don't think it's an old school sacking of we don't want you. I just think they fell out. I think Maresca's not the first manager. Poch called them out. Tuchel called them out. Potter not so much, but he's not that sort of character. But Chelsea going into that game with City, I'm not confident. I'm not confident they're going to compete with City at all. I believe it's at City as well. Yeah, it's at the Etihad. So yeah, that's a bit annoying, to be honest. It's a bit annoying because I think Maresca would have had them set up very well. I know Chelsea fans aren't always convinced by Maresca and his ideas, but in the away form table, they're 6th. So it's not the worst. It's actually their home form that's let them down. But Maresca's gone. I think City win that game. I think they go on and beat Chelsea probably 3-1. So the gap's probably going to be back to 4 points for City. And 4 points is a decent lead, okay, at this stage of the season. Start of January, you'll take that. You'll take 4 points over City. You'll take 6 points over Villa, who are our second nearest challenger. We all thought it'd be Liverpool. But yeah, that mentioning Liverpool leads me on to Thursday. We play Liverpool on Thursday in the league. More midweek games, with the FA Cup being on the weekend, where we have Portsmouth away at Fratton Park. Looking forward to that game. Fratton Park's one of them old school Premier League grounds, proper Barclays ground. But Liverpool, listen, we've got to win. It's at home. I don't want to see anything other than an Arsenal victory. Anything less than victory isn't good enough, because that's what you have to do. You just have to go out there and make statements every week, week in. I'm going to be saying it each week. Go and win your next game. It's cliche. It's what every manager says, what every player says in the press conferences, but it's the truth. Win your next game and then you go from there. Because if you don't, then the conversation is different. And that's what we've done today. We've beaten Bournemouth away, and I'm proud of the boys. Let me just say quickly, actually, on Victor Gyökeres before we wrap it up, because I've got to talk about Vic. I've got to. It's another game without scoring, but I didn't think he was awful today. Was he good? Not really, but he wasn't awful. I'm just going to draw up Gyökeres' stats here. And it brings me back to what I was saying a few weeks ago. One shot. Now, if you're striking, that's a shot from outside the area. So we haven't got on Gyökeres a shot inside the box. Is that his fault or our fault? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But something's got to be done. For me, it feels tactical because the two Declan Rice goals, Gyökeres is pretty much in the 6-yard box with the defenders, and then Rice has just got all this space at the edge of the box. Like, it feels tactical. It feels like, and that's the sort of person Mikel Arteta is and manager he is. He's very smart, very detailed. And I think that's the sort of thing he would actually rather Gyökeres not score and create space where the chance of someone else scoring is higher. It's madness, but it works. We win, so you can't be mad. But I'm starting to feel sorry for Victor Gyökeres because I know Gabriel Jesus is back. It's like that new toy. It's a new signing, essentially. But Gabriel Jesus isn't clinical. He's not a clinical finisher. So my worry is Gyökeres has made us forget why we signed Gyökeres in the first place. It's because we couldn't rely on Havertz and Jesus to consistently score goals for us. So I think we've got to be patient with Gyökeres. I think we need to support him, not be like other rival fans where we mock him and we sort of get on his back, because that's what they're going to do. They're always going to do that. But João Pedro's not pulling up trees. Alexander Isak, to be fair to him, had an awful injury, but he's not exactly doing the greatest. Ekitike struggled to get Liverpool over the line against Leeds. Voltemada's doing decent at Newcastle. Sesko's struggling at United. Delap, I don't even know if he scored for Chelsea. So there's a lot of strikers in the league. Kalamawani at Tottenham's not done anything. There's a lot of strikers in the league that also aren't performing. So let's just go easy on Gyökeres. Give him some time. Give him some time. Let him chill. Let him breathe. And I'm convinced he'll come good. But Arsenal get the win. 3 points in the bag. Nothing new. We're used to this. This is normal. All right. I am going live tonight at 9:30 over on Footy Judge Mo's channel. So go over there and come join us. We're reacting to the Premier League action, some of the midweek stuff as well. But that's it from me. Make sure to like, subscribe to my channel, turn on your notifications, and we'll see you next time. Peace.